The Namibian government has been running this country like a family-owned business, squeezing cousins into corporate positions, the mandates of which they clearly cannot execute. And today we find ourselves in hot water because the secrets of the family must stay within the family mos, and somebody's child's been spilling the beans. Welcome to It's a Wrap, the show in which we constantly address the issues within the Namibian house. Somebody's not been pulling their weight. Things are being swept under the cupboard, and skeletons are toppling from the cupboards. And our dear president is trying to get this messy house in order. He finally called the media to a briefing on the state of the Namibian house this week. And boy, is there discontent in this house. Where do I begin? Former SWAPO minister and member of parliament, Bernardo Swartboy, was recalled from parliament and then resigned from the ruling party following a lengthy headlock with the leadership, mostly relating to his insubordination. The president revealed what transpired after Swartboy made his initial transgression.
Famous Swartboy made a statement in Gebhardt, I think, about his minister. About his minister saying, I am not working under that minister. Said a lot of things. We wrote him a letter to apologize for the platform he used and to say he doesn't work under. He refused to apologize. He said a lot of things. Instead of apologizing, he just attacked the minister further. 2 weeks passed. He was on radio. I will never apologize. Now journalists ask questions. Then, in fairness, I thought I must call him. Maybe he thinks we are dealing with the merits of the case. We're talking about the land issue. We all have issues on land. We all lost land, by the way. So we are not talking about land, not merits. It's about the platform he used as a minister and as a member of SWAPO. He would have raised these issues within those structures. So I still wrote him a letter, invited him to come here, to the State House. When I entered, and I had the Vice President, Prime Minister, and Kapofi, listen, yeah. We were together there. When I walked in, the man was burning. As we are smelling something in that house. So I joke and say, why are you angry? Hello, good morning. I want to sit. Angry. I said, why are you angry? I said, I invited you. And then I was not even clear of the minister to you. We are not asking you to apologize about your views on the land. SWAPO's policies are very clear on the land. We are all talking about land. So we are not questioning that. We are questioning you when you are saying you are not working under the minister. And I took out the letter I wrote to him to appoint him. It uses the word under the minister. And you assist the minister in the following things. If the minister failed, he failed too. So if he had said, I advised the minister, but he didn't follow, that's a different issue. But I don't work under the... When I read that, he just burst out. You were sitting there.
Yes.
Witnesses there. Yes. Attacking the minister with all kinds of things. So I said, my brother, such an angry, you are so angry. Why don't you resign? Why should somebody be in a place where you are so unhappy? We are a free country. I was demoted, I resigned and left. Why don't you resign? And sitting and being angry. With whom now? Oh, okay. He packed his things and walked. He even forgot his phone. I sent Kapofi, run quickly before he's going to say we are copying. Run and give it to him. It was done. Then what? What about a gentleman or what house you come from? He slammed that door. State House door. that swart boy. He left. In that letter, it was stated that he has constructively resigned, but I added a clause, 33rd, 32A or something like that, which says the person can be relieved of the duties as same method under which he was appointed. He went, let them fire me. I didn't resign. A lawyer, he didn't even see he's fired also. Yes, that's a behavior you don't defend here. Then the person says, I am 99.9% not SWAPO. 99.9% not SWAPO. Publicly, you are covering it. Why don't you ask him questions? Why don't you go there if you are not member of SWAPO? 99% not SWAPO. Moment they take me away from the assembly, 30 seconds I will resign. It took 2 days.
And there you have it. It gets even messier. Since his resignation, Swart Boy hit back hard, threatening to reveal even more family secrets.
We are combat ready, Mr. Hage. We are not afraid of you. We will deal with you. The truth can only thrive in the spirit of fearlessness. Fear is a political weapon of control, even when the space within the state is suggested to be democratic. The leaders are often the most intolerant and most undemocratic beings, which reflects in essence a very deep sense of their lack of internalization of freedom and democracy, and their lack of acceptance of expression of the ordinary. And so where I am today is not a surprise. I expected it. In fact, I worked for it. And I want to thank the dictators of SWAPO Party for granting us the freedom by pulling us out of parliament, so that we are able to do the work of agitation even more sharper, even more publicly, and so that we can engage in a robust process through which we will expose their corrupt deeds, expose their networks, and say to the Namibian people every day from now on until the next elections and beyond, that there is no place for the corrupt, nincompoop, and incapable leadership that has bankrupted this country. If we just look at the SME bank saga, how the theft by a few has resulted in the loss of job opportunities, loss of support structure for 205 families, and nobody has been arrested, nobody has been recalled from parliament, nobody has even been charged for any crime. Why? Because corruption is part of the central DNA of the SWAPO Party leadership.
At the same press conference, the Landless People's Movement's Henny Sebeb, also apparently disgruntled by the head of the household, made some rather unsavory comments about our president.
His reputation will be questionable because Hage's term will be ending perhaps this year, 2020 or so, and he might die a lonely, bitter death. Because by the time he is done, I think that time Monica Kalondo will have run away.
Such disrespect, though. I really feel for the president, and I can see that he's also starting to be affected by all this negativity.
Now they went to my family now. You targeted me, you did everything, you failed. Someday we're going to come, we have a smoking gun. Where is it? So far, I'm transparent, my friend. When I'm talking about transparency, just for the sake of it, I mean it. You are failing to get anything. You are digging around. That's your duty. But don't make yourself look like a, what, I don't know. Oh, he must go. Somebody, when I was admitted in the hospital, said, oh, thanks God he's going to die. Morbid, what kind of people are you? Somebody's death, you are wishing. Because you hate him, or what is it? What is it done? Ooh.